Shalom, Aham, Wa, Baraka. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers of GMS, bringing out this 100% truth all these years, calling on the same name all these years, never wavering from to the right or to the left, but keeping us focused and on the correct path. And also the sincere Akyam Wa Akwa salutations. And let's just get into it. Of course, this is Biblical Defenders. He's got the best classes. But I've got to let this happen right now. I gotta show you guys how easy it is to take down a camp leader like Nathaniel, because honestly, he's easy. This is too easy. I'm going to break down a couple verses and destroy him in just a few verses. So let's just get it. Oh, dang, they're not going to do all that now.
Have we ever said that the Lord did not give Moses the name Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh, the name Yahweh, or Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh, whatever?
Wait a second now. Wait a second. Let's start right there, guys. You heard him. Oh, yeah, whatever. Well, see, I said this in previous classes also. You will say his name, but only if you're using it in a negative sense. So you can't say that you say his name and teach positivity with the true name, because you don't. You teach Most High Christ blessed. It says it right behind you on the wall on the picture. You legitimately just said whatever in the middle of saying Yahweh Shai. So we know that there is something about this name that you can't pronounce. You can't say it. For all these years, you taught the name sincerely, and now it's, the name hasn't been determined. The name hasn't been determined is what he said a couple years ago. Now he's saying you can say it. So once again, he's wavering. He's wavering from to and fro. He's like the waves of the ocean. He's just tossed to and fro all over the place. So what is it? The name hasn't been determined, or you don't say the name? You are a liar. The name has... Okay, let's get it. Let this fucking asshole finish.
We ever said that? So, and I'm like, I just get bamboozled. It rocks my world, and I see these stupid idiots. Yeah, he made a deal with the Illuminati not to say the name Yahweh.
So, did you see how wicked he is? He made a deal with a 501c3 IRS. The 501c3 is a IRS grant. So it's a grant given to you by the IRS. And what happens when you have this grant, there can be penalties for breaking the rules of the grant. And when I was reading some of the 501c3 rules, one of them was that you had to teach the popular opinion of the public. So if the television tells you that you have to say Jesus Christ, then that's what you have to say. You can't teach Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. In fact, there could be penalties if you taught against what the 501c3 contract advised. That means that you're breaking the rules, whether it be a name or it be a physical thing you're doing with money. If you break their rules, there's penalties. Even Nathaniel said, if you don't do what they say, they will take your money. So what does that make him? Once again, he goes back to being a hireling. But it's so hard to let this guy finish because he does not use the name in a positive way. So when he says it, the way he says it, it's an offense to us. So no, you don't use the name. You blaspheme the name. You mock the name. And you are going to be judged for that. And you know what? He also said the name hasn't been determined. That was the main reason why that's the main reason why he said that we are not going to say the name anymore, because he said it hasn't been determined yet. But here he is saying it. So like I said, the guy's all over the place. But I'm going to go on the fact that he said the name hasn't been determined and that we're just going to keep using titles. Okay, but let me go back into it.
Oh, I just said it. Oh, let me know if the black vans pull outside there coming to get me.
Mocking.
The black helicopters coming to get me now.
He's mocking. Esau enjoy you mocking the name of Yahweh and the prophets. The bishop might incite a bonus. But okay. Let's just stick with Nathaniel. But this is, you know what? I might as well let this guy go. You know what? I'm going to just stick with Nathaniel. I'm going to just stick with what Nathaniel is saying right now. And I want to bring out some scriptures because of this guy's going to teach you the same thing. He's going to teach against the name. So it becomes redundant after a while. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to put Nathaniel back on there. All right, that's better. Okay. So, like I said, a 501c3 contract is not going to allow you to say the name. So when Nathaniel uses the name, if you ever notice, he only uses it to be negative. It's always a negative sense. He says Most High Christ blessed. His God is Jesus Christ and God. It's not Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's why they say Most High. They don't say Yahweh, they say Most High. And then they say Christ instead of Yahweh Shai. And then they say blessed instead of Barak Atah. So when in earlier times, I wouldn't be surprised if he was saying the same thing as all the other brothers. You would say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Atah. That sounds just like Most High Christ blessed. Except for Most High Christ blessed sounds like it's got a 501c3 twist to it. It's not using the names anymore. But let me show you how easy it is to destroy somebody like Nathaniel real quick. And then I'm going to put up another class a little later today. But I just had to bring this out. So first things first, let's go to the book of Acts 4 and 12. So Nathaniel says, and you hear them all say that, oh, that's just a title. That is just a title, and the name has not been determined. That's why they're always saying it's just a title. The name hasn't been determined. So let me show you something. This is Acts chapter 4 and verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So that's in Acts. There's no other name under heaven given us that we must be saved. So he didn't give us any other names to be saved by, but one. So there is a name, and all these titles that you're using and then taking the name and turning it into a joke is going to cost you a lot. It's going to cost you the whole kingdom. So let's show you how easy it is. So right there, we already know that there's one name. Now let me just close out. I'm going to close out already. I'm going to close out with this. Well, I was thinking about let me get Isaiah 52. It just wait. What is it? Isaiah. Isaiah. It's Isaiah. I don't know why Isaiah keeps trying its hardest to it just keeps showing up. So I'm gonna get it. I don't know if it's gonna have anything to do with this class, but if Isaiah 52 and I think it's 52 and 6 keeps showing itself, I'm gonna have to get it. So Isaiah 52, of which I keep pushing the wrong chapter. 52 and let's see what it says. Isaiah 52 and 6. Wherefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. Oh, so we're going to know the right name. We know the right name. It even says that there's only going to be one name that you can be saved by. So, oh man, I got this other verse. I got to show you guys one more thing. All right, I have to show you this real quick. This is going into the Levitical law in Exodus chapter 20 and verse 7. It says, thou shalt not take the name of thy Lord Yahweh in vain, for the Lord will not hold them guiltless who taketh his name in vain. Well, now the important thing here is we got to understand what the word vain means. Oh man, you guys are going to trip when you hear this. I need to get the, let me get my other Bible out real quick because we're going to have to go right back into it. Nope, that's the Living. I need the King James. Oh, here we go. I gotta bring my other tablet out. Let's get it. I'm gonna go to. I'm just pulling it up also in my actual Bible. Okay, Exodus. There it is. 20 and 7. You guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. So, Satan cometh immediately, try to make the pages stick together that I need. All right, so let's get it. Let's get this real quick. Etymology online. All right. There it is. Let's look up the word vain. Okay, it says to devoid of real value. Nate. What? Devoid of real value, idle, unprofitable. Let me read that. Now it's time to read that verse again. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord Yahweh in vain. Thou shalt not make his name unprofitable. Thou shalt not make his name devoid of any real value. Thou shalt not make his name idle, empty, fruitless. Abandoned. You pick it. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh in vain, for Yahweh will not behold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. So there you have it. Thou shalt not make his name unprofitable. And I already showed you in I think it was Acts. Let's go back to Acts now. And so we shall not make his name unprofitable is what it said, right? We shall not make his name idle. We shall not make his name devoid of real value. We shall not make his name fruitless. So let's go to Acts 4 and 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So so there's only one name, and you're using it and you're making it unprofitable. So you're proving everything just by the way you speak. So when we look up these words, we know that you're the one making his name unprofitable, all due to that 501c3 contract in your hand right there. Let's get this last verse and close out. This is Matthew chapter 7 and 22. This is how easy it is to deal with one of these guys. Many will, this is Matthew 7:22, many will say to me in that day, Yahweh, Yahweh, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? Ooh. So they're going to be asking that. Well, what's the repercussion? What's the repercussion? So we know that Nathaniel's going to say all those things, but in thy name, Father. No, it didn't say titles. We would know him by one title. We didn't say it said nothing about titles. It said that you have to let me get it again. I gotta pull it back out. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta read it. I gotta read these together. I should have brought more tablets because I have the lights off actually, so I can see better. I mean, so the camera can see better. But Matthew, let's go back to Matthew. We'll go back to Matthew chapter 7. Go back to we're going to go back to where we left off right there in we went to verse 22. Many will say to me in that day. So, and I already showed you guys. Let's go back to Exodus. Verse 7, thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy God in vain. So you shall not devalue his name. And then I showed you in Acts that there's only one name given. There is no other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So there's only one name. So when you go back into Matthew, because you know that there's one name, you said it wasn't determined, but you still use it every now and then, but you only use it in a negative light. You use it negatively. So, Matthew chapter 7, starting at verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Yahweh, Yahweh, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name have done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers, ye that work iniquity. Ye that work iniquity. I never knew you. So you sat there and taught hour, 2, 3, 4 hour classes that the name was not determined. You've taught that the name that we use is just a title, but it says, "My children shall know my name." That was Isaiah 52:6. My children shall call me by. Wait, let's go back to Isaiah again too. What did Isaiah say? Well, we're just getting also redundant now, huh, guys? Just go back and forth, and wait, no, that's the wrong one. Let me get it. I don't know why that's up there. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's Satan comes immediately and tries to always throw in a little curveball. But let's go to Isaiah 52:6. Again, one more time. So, like I said, it says that many shall come to me in that day, saying, Yahweh, Yahweh, I prophesy in thy name, I cast out demons in thy name, I've done all these wonderful works in thy name, and he's going to say, I did not know you. I don't even know you, because you didn't call me by my name. You called me by any title that you wanted due to that 501c3 contract right there in your hand. So, one more verse, and I'm going to close out. So, let's go back to it. One more time. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. There's only one name, Nate. There's only one name. And what's Nate going to do? He's going to show up and say, many shall come to me in that day, saying, Yahweh, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. I know I'm being redundant, and I'm saying it over and over and over and over, but sometimes that's what we have to do to get the point across. One last verse and I'm out of here. And you better know what it is, because you know how I end my classes. So let's get it real quick here. Let's get it real quick. It says, Revelation 22:7, Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keep the sayings of the prophecies of this book. So stay in the studies, and you'll know the name for sure, because the Most High is dealing with you. Also, 12, Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according to his work shall be. And when it say, I did not know you, depart from me, ye that are workers of iniquity. So watch out. This is a thin line we're walking on here. Let's go ahead and get 18 and 19 real quick too, since the name hasn't been determined, but it says that we'll know him by his name. So, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from any of the words of this book, like the name, you took the name away from the book, you got to be joking. Now nobody can pray to the Most High. Didn't I prophesy in that name? Nobody can do that now. I can't pray in his name because it's not determined according to Nathaniel. So if any man shall take away from the words of the book, of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. So with that being said, if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, I can just only pray that you understand that these people are deceptive, evil liars, and also that you were able to actually get something out of this message. And with that being said, I want to say it one more time. Kal halala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Rakwa Kadash. Shalom.